corruption, cybersecurity risks, hacking of bank accounts, 2008 scenario, and whatnot. People start losing trust in this centralized economy. But this new social media, that is blockchain, brought the trust back somehow. You must be aware of 2008 scenario and how it touched every country and continent. And not even 2008. Every year there's a massive amount of money that gets blocked and hacked every year. Hey, I'm Rashi. Welcome to this channel. I make videos probably on financial world. In today's video, we are gonna walk through why this blockchain is needed and how it engaged after 2008. So let's see what exactly happened. In 2000, the stock prices of technology companies were completely falling down. So people started to cash out their portfolios from the market. In 2001, interest rates in US was only 1%. And the market was leading to the bearish phase. So people don't want their money to be invested neither in the bank's account because of lower interest rates and nor in the stock market because it was leading to the bearish phase. So there people were looking for other investment options where they can earn good returns. And at that time, US government was encouraging people to buy houses and invest in real estates. So by the time people started investing in real estates, and banks were giving loans to people even with low credit scores. And as the bank distributed a huge amount of loans for the real estates and in housing companies, slowly the people started making default and the bank's coffers were dried up. With this whole scenario, some big investment companies like AIG, Lehman Brothers, Merrill Lynch were also declared bankrupt because the banks that distributed the loans to the people were secured by these investment banking companies. And as the banks were declared bankrupt, so these companies were also declared as bankrupt. So this way, country was leading to the cash crunch. And the many businesses were shut down because no loans were provided to them. Economic growth slowed down, impacts on global trades, and increase in unemployment rates. As the US has the largest economy, so all other interlinked economies were also impacted, and many of the countries were also declared bankrupt. Along with this crisis, blockchain is also leading in banking sectors in lending ways, like when it comes to giving loans and lending money, some of the banks and other institutions have created monopolies by charging higher interest rates. So blockchain has enabled a new segment of decentralized finance. So banking and finance is one of the major sector that is going to be impacted with this blockchain technology. As we go back to the past few centuries, there exists the barter system. In barter system, people used to exchange goods and services in exchange for other goods and services in return. But the drawback was, it's not necessary that people have the same amount of goods or the services they want with the other party. So there must be one party at loss. No doubt, cash was really easy to maintain and lightweight, but the obstacle with the cash came when the world was leading to the global trades increasingly. It became difficult to send money to people who is far away from us. During the same time when the world invented the global trades, we invented the online mechanism, and that is virtual layer that is still ongoing. But the problem was double spending. Thus, to avoid double spending, people invented all these online transactions so that no currency or any dollars can be spent twice. For all this digital cash and online transactions, people start trusting the banking system, where one person controls the framework and there is a one regulating party. And then the global crisis of 2008 took place. So at that time, this technology took over the place. This was developed way back in early 1991 but its need was actually felt when the 2008 crisis happened. A lot has changed from 2008 to till now, but there are still some looms left to be corrected. Still, the financial system is controlled by the centralized authorities, that is highly centralized. Central banks and governments decide whenever to print money, and this is the worst thing, because whenever the supply increases, economic disaster doesn't remain too far. And interestingly, the US dollars may increase up to 80 to 82 INR levels by the financial year 2022 to 2023. And for this reason, people started losing faith in centralized banking system, and they really felt the need of decentralized technology where they can trust and their money could be safe. So all this blockchain and Bitcoin came into the picture. So blockchain is the new social media. It's likely to stay here forever. At macro, it's not going nowhere. Blockchain is not only about Bitcoins. You can transact anything with it. From votes, music to identity, you can transact anything with it. Blockchain and Bitcoin works for money as emails work for the STDs in past few times. Trust is not achieved by the middleman here, but by some clever cryptographic code. With this, we get true digital freedom. You are your own bank and you can withdraw your money whenever you want and without anyone else's authorization. With the lack of central authority, you are the sole responsible for your assets and your cash. And if businesses start to emerge with this technology for their internal networking system, no one would be able to hack it or steal any information. So businesses from 10 years from now are going to be on clever codes and some encryptions. It's still very early for this and would be really fascinating if you start diving into this and making yourself smarter. So that's it for today's video. Until the next one, happy learning!